So hello everyone, welcome to a trade guide signal small guidance. Today we are going to understand the TGS market trendicator in this session. So in order to go to the TGS market trendicator, we are going to see why we are using the TGS market trendicator and what is the logic of behind using the TGS market trendicator. As you might be knowing, it is very important for any kind of traders to know the trend of a particular market. What is the trend, whether there is an uptrend, whether there is a downtrend, what kind of trend we are basically expecting, right? So it is very much important so to understand the trend. So for that, many people rely on various sources which are either misleading or not reliable. So that's why, if to have a proper view of the market trend, we are going to see the TGS market trendicator. Okay, so in order to go to the TGS market trendicator, so you have to click on this button right on this side. So this is, if you see on this button, click on this button, the TGS market trendicator will open in front of your browser. So as you can see, there will be three strategies right now: positional, swing, intraday. So I will just give you an overview of these three strategies. Positional, which means trading for few weeks, which is basically for long-term trader. Swing, which refers for trading for few days, which is basically for a short-term trader. And intraday, which refers for trading during a few hours, that is during the market hours. And it is basically for the intraday trader, right? So now we are having the market trend. So as you can see, these are all the speedometers are given right here. You will find the speedometers. It's just like a protractor, or you can find the speedometers on your bikes or your cars. So here all the speedometers are given. One is bullish, one is bearish. Okay, so bullish means uptrend, bearish means downtrend. So for any new trader who is very new to the market, if he doesn't know what is bullish and bearish is, so for example, there is a stock called as NBCC. Okay, so there is a stock called as NBCC. So for example, NBCC is trading at 40 rupees. Okay, so it is trading at 40 rupees, and I am thinking from 40 rupees it will go to 45 rupees. I am thinking the price will increase by 5 rupees. So I am basically bullish on that particular stock. On the other hand, there is another person who is thinking from 40 rupees it will come to 35 rupees. In short, he is thinking that the price will go down by 5 rupees. So he is basically bearish on that particular stock. So bullish means uptrend and bearish means downtrend. Now when does this indicator moves towards the bullish zone or move towards the bearish zone? The two conditions are required to be satisfied. The first condition is more than 50% stock should be under the bullish zone, and the strength of the trend should be highest for the bullish zone. Only at that point of time it will move towards the bullish zone. Okay, when does this indicator will move towards the bearish zone? When more than 50% stocks are in the bearish zone and the strength of the trend is also highest for the bearish zone. Okay, then only this indicator will move towards the bearish zone. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, so this was about the bullish and this was about the bearish. Now there is other zones. So as you can see, the sideways and everything are given right here. So why it is pointing towards the sideways zone? As I told you, the two conditions are required to be satisfied. The first condition is getting satisfied, that is more than 50% stocks are in the bullish zone, right? But the second condition, that is the strength of the trend, is not getting satisfied, because we can see the strength of the trend is not strong enough or highest for the bullish zone. Here the strength of the trend is highest for the NTZ stocks, right? So 40% stocks are in the NTZ zone, which means the non-trading zone. Okay, why it is like that? That is why, as the second condition is not getting satisfied, you will see it is not pointing towards the bullish zone, even though the more than 50% stocks is showing bullish. So it is pointing towards the sideways zone. There are other things which we are going to discuss, for example, overbought and oversold. Okay, so overbought and oversold. So from the oversold zone, there is too much of buyers, and there is a chances from the oversold zone that the market might go down. And from the means overbought zone, from the overbought zone, there is a chances that the market might go down. Okay. From the oversold zone, there is a chances that the market might go up, because as there are only sellers, there are negligible buyers. So from the oversold zone, there is a chances that the market might go up, and from the overbought zone, there is a chances the market might go down. This is clear, but we might not know at what range the market will go up from the oversold zone, and what range the market will go down from the overbought zone. Okay, So that is why it is always advisable, don't take any position under the overbought and oversold zone. Now, when does this indicator move towards the overbought or towards the oversold zone? Again, the two conditions are required to be satisfied. So what are those two conditions? So when more than, so the two conditions are nothing but when more than 90% stocks are in your bullish zone and the strength of the trend is highest for the bullish zone, only that period of time it moves towards the overbought zone. And when more than 90% stocks are in the bearish zone and the strength of the trend is also highest for the bearish zone, only at that point of time it will move towards the oversold zone. Okay. So why now this Trendicator is basically divided into three parts. One is your market trend, one is your strength of the trend, and the third is your sector heat map. Okay. So the third is your what? The third is your nothing but that is the sector heat map. Okay. So now what we are going to do is strength of the trend. Why under the positional strategy the strength of the trend is highest? Because out of the 148 stocks, so this 148 stocks are nothing but these are your cash and future stocks. Okay. So these are your cash and future stocks, and out of the 148 stocks which are cash and future means these are those stocks which are trading in the cash market as well as under the futures market. So out of the 148 stocks, majority of the stocks, that is 63% stocks are in the bullish zone. That is why the strength of the trend is showing highest for the bullish zone, right? So on the right hand side, it is given in the form of number of stocks, whereas on the left hand side, it is given in the form of bar chart or percentage. So now we are going to see the next thing, which is nothing but the sector heat map. It is also very important to understand what trend is there in a particular sector, whether a particular sector is an uptrend or downtrend, whether it is in a bullish zone or in the bearish zone, right? So on the right hand side, you will see all the sectors given here. So in automobiles, there are 19 stocks. In banks, private sector, there are 9 stocks. So as you can see, how do you identify a particular sector is bullish or bearish? So in capital goods, 83% stocks are in the bullish zone, right? And 17% stocks are in the bearish zone. If you click on this, you will get a detailed overview of all these things, right? All the stocks and along with the signals that it has generated, what is the current status. Similarly, if you go bit down, if you just scroll down, you will see right here consumer sector is given, right? Healthcare sector is given. So healthcare sector, 69% stocks are in the bullish zone, 23% stocks are in the anti-Z zone, and 8% stocks are in your bearish zone. So if I click on this, so you will see majority of the stocks are in the bullish zone. It is showing 23% as anti-Z because one stock has not yet generated the signal and one stock is still under the bearish zone. That is why it is showing 8% as bearish zone. So now you will be finding many sectors which you will getting right here, such as 50% bullish and 50% anti-Z. Why it is like that? Because there might be only two stocks in that particular sector. There might be other sectors where it is showing 100% anti-Z, means non-trading zone. So why it is like that? There might be only one stock on that particular sector. That is why it is always advisable to work on those stocks, so to work on those sectors basically which are having more than 5 stocks. Okay. So that is why it is always advisable to work on those sectors which are having more than 5 stocks. So if you are having any query, any doubts, you can directly contact us to the Trade Guide Signal help desk. So the number is 022 6877 2310. And you can also drop a mail if you're having any other queries at the tradeguidesignal@motilaloswal.com. Thank you everyone.